Hey everybody, Jeffrey Guterman, and we're doing Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. And I'll have the lineups for today's game in just a couple minutes. Let's set up a tweet for this game. Okay, the tweet is up, and the tweet looks good to me. Well, we have another big game in this series between the Chicago Cubs at the San Francisco Giants. The Giants took the first game 7-6. This is the second game of a 4-game series, and there'll be a doubleheader on the 17th. Today it's their two aces, Ferguson Jenkins for the Chicago Cubs, a right-hander, and Gaylord Perry for the Giants, a right-hander. Jenkins comes into this with 13 wins, Gaylord with 16. Kathy Harden has arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy Harden has arrived. How do you like that? On this beautiful Saturday morning. And I'm neutral, Kathy. You know that? The Giants are within 2.5 games of the first place Atlanta Braves. Cubs, with that loss, they are 7.5 games behind. I tend to want the Giants because they have a better shot. But, geez, I just don't know. I think I'll play neutral on this. And it looks like Kathy is for the Cubs, and that's fine. Whoops. It's August 16, 1969, everybody. And looking at the games that have been played on this date, the Pittsburgh Pirates won 4-3. That gives them now a 7.5 game lead over Chicago. Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati 4-3. And Atlanta lost to St. Louis 5-3. Some of you may remember that game. Gibson went all the way for his 12th win. So that's where it stands. Cubs need to win to keep us to stay where they're at 7 games. Giants have a chance to move within 2 games. All as simple as that, everybody. Let's go through the lineups. And I'm looking at a 7:45 first pitch. For the Chicago Cubs, leading off, Don Kessinger at shortstop. Batting second, Glenn Beckert at second base. Billy Williams batting third and left. The cleanup hitter is Captain Ron Santo at third base. Willie Smith bats fifth, he's at first. Bill Heath still catching for the injured Randy Hundley. I'm sure Randy will be back very soon. He's batting sixth. My man Jim Hickman in right field batting seventh. Don Young is batting eighth in center field, and it's Ferguson. The pitcher batting ninth, a right-hander, going for win number 14. For the San Francisco Giants, leading off is Bobby Bonds. He's in right. Ron Hunt is at second, batting second. The legendary future Hall of Famer Willie Mays in center field, batting third. Willie McCovey, the cleanup hitter, at first base. Jim Ray Hart bats fifth. He's in left. Dick Dietz, the catcher. Tom Haller's still ailing. He's batting 6th. He has surprised us with some home runs. Bobby Etheridge at third base batting 7th. Hal Lanier batting 8th at shortstop. And the pitcher batting 9th, Gaylord Perry with 16 wins. And for the San Francisco Giants, we are at Candlestick. It's an absolutely glorious morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic. I'm going to get some coffee. And in about, it could be before 7:45, just in a few minutes, we will be back and we'll play this ball game. Stand by, everybody. I'll be right back. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Well, we've got a great game for you this morning. It's the Cubs at the Giants, second of a four, and two great pitchers, Ferguson and Gaylord. And I invite you, on behalf of the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network, invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ball game. And the Giants take the field. Setting up the Giants defensively. On the mound is Gaylord. Dick Dietz is the catcher in the infield. McCovey at first, Hunt at second, Lanier at short, Etheridge at third. In the outfield, left to right, it's Jim Ray Hart, Willie Mays, and Bobby Bonds. And leading it off for the Cubs is Don Kessinger. He's a switch hitter, batting left against Gaylord. Gaylord is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Kessinger. That's 4-6, left-handed. Grounds it to first. McCovey has it. He takes it to the bag, and it's one away. Looks like Kathy Harden for the Cubs. I got to tell you, I can't root against the Cubs, so I'm neutral. I have my own internal biases, but I don't know. I'm just going to sit back and play this ball game and try to enjoy it. Here comes Glenn Beckert, 1 out, nobody on. We're just underway here at Candlestick. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. Now here's Gaylord winding, and the pitch to Beckert. That's 5-7 right-handed, and that is a drive hit out deep. Oh my. Into the gap. It's going to be extra bases, and Beckert is rounding second, and he goes into third with a stand-up triple. Glenn Beckert triples off Gaylord. Boy, did he hit that hard. It was triple 1-2 out of 20, and as you see, that's a 2. So Beckert is on third with 1 out. And here's Billy Williams. Santo on deck. Gaylord now from the stretch. The pitch to Williams. That's 5-5 left-handed, and it's a fly ball to right field. That's going to be deep enough for Beckert to tag. Bonds makes the catch, and here comes Beckert trotting home. It's a 1-0 ball game. A triple by Beckert and a fly ball sacrifice by Billy Williams. It's 1-0 Cubs. Here in the top of the first. 2 outs, nobody on. And here's the captain, Ron Santo. The pitch from Gaylord. That's 3-8 right-handed. He walked him. So Santo is on with 2 outs. And Willie Smith is the batter. Left-handed hitter. DeRocher likes to have Smith hit against right-handers. As you can see, he doesn't fare too well against lefties. Two outs with Santo on first. The pitch from Gaylord. That's 2-8 right-handed. Struck him out. And that retires the side. But there was 1 run. Cubs strike first. A run on the triple by Beckert and the sacrifice fly by Williams. A walk to Santo, left on base after a half. It's Chicago 1 and San Francisco coming to bat. Here's Ferguson now on the mound. He's on Twitter. And if you look, I gave him a tag. I tagged him. Kathy Harden, thank you for the retweet. Always appreciated. Get the word out. Okay, here's Bobby Bonds to lead it off for the Giants. Ferguson on the mound now. He's ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Ferguson. That's 5-8, right-handed. Fly ball to right. And Hickman makes the catch. One away. Now Ron Hunt. Giants only 2.5 behind the first place Atlanta Braves. Okay, Ferguson winds and the pitch to Hunt. That's 2-7, right-handed. Pops it up to second. Beckert under it and makes the catch, 2 away. For Willie Mays, the future Hall of Famer, I think it's fair to say. Nice to have Mays back in the lineup now after consistently for a couple games. Here's the pitch from Ferguson to Mays, 6-8, right-handed, and that is a base hit by Mays. A 2-out single. Mays is on, and here comes the big man, Willie McCovey. McCovey leads the National League with 37 home runs. Stargell's behind him with 32, and then Bobby Bonds with 26. From the stretch, Ferguson, the pitch to McCovey. That's 3-8, he walked him. And that's not hard to do against a slugger like McCovey. It's first and second, 2 down for Jim Ray Hart. Here's the pitch to Hart. That's 2-10, right-handed. Flies it to center, to right, I'm sorry. And Hickman makes the catch, and the side is retired. No runs, a hit, a walk, both left, and we've gone 1 here at Candlestick. 1-0 Chicago. Okay, Gaylord takes the mound, and it will be Bill Heath, the catcher, to lead it off. He's in for the injured Randy Hundley. We're hoping Randy gets healed very soon. Okay, Perry now. The pitch to Heath. That's 4-4, left-handed. Fly ball center, and Mays gets under it for the out. 1 away. Now Jim Hickman. The pitch from Perry. That's 1-8, right-handed. Struck him out. That's the second for Gaylord. 2 away for Don Young. Okay, Gaylord into his windup. Here's the pitch to Young. 3-7. He struck him out. 2 strikeouts this inning for Gaylord. Gives him 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We're heading to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Chicago. And I think I'll fill myself another cup of coffee here as Ferguson takes the mound, and Dick Dietz comes to the plate. Okay, Dick Dietz facing Jenkins. Yeah, I got mine, Kathy. Oh, yeah. Ferguson is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Dietz. 6-9 right-handed, and that is swung on, and it's a base hit up the middle for Dick Dietz to open it up. Dietz on first, and here's Bobby Etheridge. Ferguson from the stretch now. And the pitch to Etheridge. That's 1-8 right-handed. Struck him out, and that's the first strikeout for Ferguson today. 1 out, and Hal Lanier is the batter. Switch hitter batting left against Ferguson. Boy, you want to know about... There's a documentary called The Grief and the Glory, or The Glory and the Grief, about the life story of Ferguson Jenkins. His daughter was murdered by her boyfriend. Wow, how do you get over that? Sorry to get to be such a downer, folks. Dick Dietz on first, 1 down. Hal Lanier is the batter. Switch hitter batting left against Ferguson. Here's the pitch to Lanier. Woo! 5-3, left-handed, fly ball right. Hickman, he's a 3. Let's see if he can get this. No, it's going to drop in. It's a base hit. And Dietz goes to third. So the Giants are threatening here in the bottom of the second. They trail by 1. It's first and third, 1 out, and here comes the pitcher, Gaylord. The infield is back. He's a 1 NR. Look at this son of a bitch. Don't feed the trolls. Okay, here's Gaylord now. At the plate. Jenkins from the stretch, the pitch to Gaylord. That's 6-5, right-handed. Struck him out. That's the second for Ferguson this inning and in the game. 2 down now. He's trying to get out of this. And Bobby Bonds in a situation. 2 outs, first and third. Here's Ferguson now. The pitch to Bonds. That's 6-5, right-handed. Struck him out! Ferguson strikes out the side. He did allow 2 singles, and they were both left on. No runs for the Giants in the bottom of the second. It's a 1-0 ball game. And it's a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning. This game was played not only on August 16, 1969, but on a Saturday. So we're kind of reliving the reality. Here we are, top of the third, and it'll be Ferguson leading it off against Gaylord. Cubs lead at 1-0. It was a triple by Beckert in the first, and then Williams brought him home with a fly ball to right. Mark Shooker has arrived. Good morning. Okay, here's Gaylord now. The pitch to Jenkins. 2 NR, 4-5. He's a right-hander. Struck him out. That's 3 in a row for Gaylord. And 4 in the game. 1 down. Here's Don Kessinger now with 1 out, nobody on. We're in the top of the third. Okay, Gaylord into his windup and the pitch to Kessinger. That's going to be 4-8, left-handed. Grounds it to second for Hunt. Over to McCovey, 2 away. Well, we got the makings of a very good ball game here. And now it's Glenn Becker, 2 outs, nobody on. He tripled and scored in the first. Okay, Gaylord, the pitch to Beckert. That's 5-6, right-handed, and it's a fly ball to center field. Mays under it, and it's a 1-2-3, and that's 7 in a row for Gaylord. We're in the middle of the third. It's 1-0 Cubs. We got the makings of a ball game here. Okay, Ferguson takes the mound. He'll face Ron Hunt to lead it off. Pop to second in the first. Here's the pitch from Ferguson. And that's 4-7 right-handed. Fly ball center. And Don Young makes the catch. 1 away. Now Willie Mays, singled in the first, was left on base. Ferguson into his windup and the pitch to Mays. That's 4-10, right-handed. Struck him out, number 4 for Ferguson. So both pitchers have 4 strikeouts here in the third inning. 2 outs, nobody on, and here comes the big man. Ferguson now, the pitch to McCovey. That's 2-7, and he chops it to first base. Smith has it, takes it to the bag, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ferguson. And we've gone 3. It's 1-0 Cubs. I'm liking this ball game. I hope you are too. Top of the fourth. Billy Williams leads it off for the Cubs. Gaylord on the mound. He has retired 7 in order in this ball game. Okay, Gaylord is ready. Here's the pitch to Williams. That's 4-10 left-handed. Grounds it to short. Lanier has it. He's a 2. 7-2, and he throws him out. 1 away. So Williams retired. And here comes Ron Santo. He walked in the first. Here's the pitch from Gaylord. That's 3-6. And that's swung on, and that's a drive hit out deep into the gap for Santo. That's going to be extra bases. Santo rounding third, and he's a second. He slides into third with a triple. Second of the game. And that was off Santo's card. Beckert's triple was off Gaylord's card. That was a 3-6. Triple 1-4, it was a 4. That was right on the money. So the captain on third with 1 out, and here's Willie Smith. Another fly ball can bring him home with 1 out. Boy, Santo hustling on the base paths. Okay, Gaylord from the stretch. And the pitch to Smith. That's 5-10 left-handed. Grounds it to third. Uh-oh, Etheridge a 4. 3-4. That's going to go through for a base hit, and Santo comes home. It's 2-0 Cubs. A triple by Santo, and then the base hit by Willie Smith to bring him home. Nice hitting by Smith. It's 2-0 Cubs. Smith on first now, 1 out, and here comes Bill Heath, a left-handed hitter. Gaylord from the stretch. The pitch to Heath. That's 5-6, left-handed, and that's a grounder to second. Hunt steps on the bag, throws it over to McCovey, and that is a double play. The side is retired, but 1 run for the Cubs. On 2 hits, the triple by Santo, knocked home by Smith with a base hit, none left. We're in the middle of the 4th. It's 2-0 Cubs. Well, Ferguson takes the mound, and he'll face Jim Ray Hart to lead it off here. Bottom of the 4th. Okay, here's Jenkins now. The pitch to Hart, 5-4 right-handed, catcher X. Heath the 3, 14-3, and he fouls out to the catcher Heath, 1 away. Now Dick Dietz. Cubs leading 2-0 here. Bottom of the 4th. Ferguson. The pitch to Dietz. Whoa, that's a 1-9 right-handed, and that's hit deep by Dietz. Back to the wall goes Williams, and at the warning track, he makes the catch. Oh, Dietz almost did it again. It was a home run 1-11, but it was a 13, and Williams tracked it down at the warning track. And that's a long out. 2 outs now for Bobby Etheridge. Etheridge struck out by Ferguson in the 2nd. Oh, here's Ferguson now. The pitch to Etheridge. And that's 6-8 right-handed, and that is a grounder to first, stopped by Smith. And he throws it to Ferguson, covering the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Ferguson. And he's retired 8 in a row. After 4, it's a 2-0 ball game. We're heading to the top of the 5th. It's a pleasure to have be with all of you here for the this morning game. Again, it's August 16. Cubs 7.5 out from the first place Pirates, and the Giants sneaking up on the Braves, 2.5 behind. Gaylord now will face Hickman to lead it off. He struck him out in the 2nd. It's a nice, neat, good game. It's nice, it's neat, and it's tidy. Okay, here's Gaylord now. The pitch to Hickman. And that's 3-9 right-handed. Struck him out. That's strikeout number 5 for Gaylord. 1 down. And Don Young is the batter. Ferguson comes out on deck. Okay, Gaylord. The pitch to Young. 2-3 right-handed, fly ball to right. And getting under that is Bonds for the 2nd out. 2 outs. And here comes Ferguson. Ferguson struck out in the 3rd. Here's the pitch from Gaylord. That's going to be 5-8 right-handed. Grounds it to second for Hunt. He's a 2. That'll be 12-2, and he throws him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Gaylord. We're in the middle of the 5th, folks. And it's a 2-0 ball game. We hope you're enjoying it. Ferguson has thrown 4 shutout innings. And he'll face Lanier, Gaylord, and then back to the top of the order, Bobby Bonds. I'm going to get some coffee as Hal Lanier approaches the batter's box. Yeah. Okay, here's Lanier. He's a switch hitter batting left. Ferguson into his windup and the pitch to Lanier. 1-3 right-handed, pops it up to second. And Beckert makes the catch, 1 away. That's 9 in a row for Ferguson. And Gaylord is the batter. Struck out in the second. Jenkins very tough today. Here's the pitch to Gaylord. That's 6-6 right-handed. Struck him out. Number 5 for Ferguson. 2 down. Top of the order, and Bobby Bonds. He's 0 for 2, flew to right and struck out. Here's Ferguson now. The pitch to Bonds. And that's a 6-12 right-handed. Grounds it to first for Smith. Whoops, he's a 4. 10-4, and he boots it. A 1-base error charged to Willie Smith at first base. Ernie has the game off. Oh, the legend Ernie Banks. So Bonds is on. He's a AA. That's a 1-15, and with Heath, that'll be a 1-16. 2 outs for Ron Hunt. I'm going to send Bonds. 1-16, the pitch to Hunt. There goes Bonds, and he is safe. Bobby Bonds swipes second. He can do it all. He can hit for average, hit for power. He can run. He can field. He can do it all. Now Hunt in a situation with 2 outs and Bonds on first. It's 2-0 Cubs. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Jenkins from the stretch now. The pitch to Hunt. And that's 1-9 right-handed. And that's a drive hit out into the left center. And it's going to drop. Bonds will score, and it's a double for Hunt. A clutch situation. Double. And that makes it a 2-1 ball game. Lord, this is a good ball game. So Ron Hunt with the clutch double, bringing Bonds home. 1-9, double 1-17. It was a 10. So how do you like that? It's a 2-1 ball game. And Hunt in scoring position for Willie Mays. Ferguson from the stretch now. Mays singled and struck out. He's got a chance to bring Hunt home and tie up this ball game. Yeah. Here's the pitch to Mays. That's going to be 5-10. Right-handed. Grounds it to short for Kessinger. He's a 2. 8-2, and he throws him out, and the side is retired. But there was one run, and that was an unearned run, I might add, for Jenkins. But it counts as much as anything. And we've gone 5 innings. It's a 2-1 ball game. We've got quite a ball game going on here. Here's Gaylord now. Okay, leading it off top of the order in the top of the 6th, Don Kessinger, 0 for 2 today. Switch hitter batting left against Gaylord. Gaylord into his windup and the pitch to Kessinger. That's going to be 3-9. And he grounds it to second for Hunt over to McCovey, 1 away. These are the 2 second best teams in the, if you will, in the National League. They're both in second place in their respective divisions. Cubs 7.5 out. Giants 2.5 out, and they're battling it out here. Here's Glenn Beckert, tripled and scored in the first and fly to center. Here's Gaylord now. The pitch to Beckert. And that's a 5-5 right-handed. Walked him. Gaylord loses Glenn Beckert on a base on balls. And Billy Williams is the batter. 0 for 1, sacrifice fly, bringing Beckert home in the first. It's Beckert on first now with 1 out. Williams, a left-handed hitter. Here's Gaylord now. And the pitch to Williams. That's 3-10. Left, right-handed. And Williams gets a double off the wall. This could score Beckert. Oh, my. 3-10 right-handed. Double to center. Beckert rounding third. 1-15. My Lord, he has speed. -3, 1-12. Oh, my. Oh, with 1 out? Oh, Christ. Lord. We'll hold them. I know that's conservative. But it's second and third, 1 out. And Gaylord is going to walk Santo intentionally to try to set up a double play. How do you like that? Go figure. So it's bases loaded, 1 out, and here's Willie Smith. Smith is 1 for 2. The infield is back. Okay, Gaylord is ready. Here's the pitch to Smith. That's going to be 4-7 left-handed. Struck him out. Oh, boy, Gaylord really reached back on that one. That's his 6th strikeout. 2 down now, bases loaded. For Bill Heath, a left-handed hitter. Situation here for Heath. Bases are loaded, 2 down. Here's the pitch to Heath. 6-9 left-handed, struck him out for number 7. How do you like that? So the side is retired. No runs. The double, 2 walks, 1 of them intentional. The bases are left loaded. And Leo DeRocha coaching third base put the brakes on Beckert. So if you want to blame anybody, blame him. I don't know if you knew it, but Leo used to like to coach third base when he was a manager. You'd see him out there. Well, we're heading to the bottom of the sixth. It's a 2-1 ball game. And it's going to be Strat-O-Matic leading it off. Stretch walked and grounded to first. Okay, Ferguson. The windup and the pitch to McCovey. 5-6 left-handed, struck him out. Number 6 for Ferguson. Now Jim Ray Hart. Here's the pitch from Ferguson. 6-10 right-handed, fly ball left, Williams under it, 2 away. And now Dick Dietz, 1 for 2. Hit a long fly ball to left in the 4th, sent Williams to the warning track to flag it down. Here's the pitch to Dietz. And that 6-5 right-handed struck him out. So both starters have 7 strikeouts. We've gone 6 innings. It's a 2-1 ball game. I say we got a ball game, everybody. And I'm going to need some coffee, you know. And what that means, there's I think there's no coffee left. Oh my Christ. Actually, there is. And there's enough for 1 cup right there. You see the bubbles? You like that? Isn't that nice? We're going to take a break here at Candlestick. We've gone 6. It's a 2-1 ball game. It's quite a ball game. I hope you're enjoying it. A battle between these 2 greats, Ferguson and Gaylord. Cubs 2, San Francisco Giants 1. We're going to head to the 7th in just about 3 minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, my. A very evenly matched pitching thus far. Absolutely. Yeah, that's good coffee. Woo! Oh, Lord. Oh, God, that is lovely. me just start another pot of coffee here, and we'll get going with this ball game. So. Just another pot here, please. Make it a 10 cup. Well, we're back. The coffee is brewing. Yeah, get that coffee going. And we are heading to the top of the 7th. What a game it's been. Here's Gaylord now on the mound, starting his 7th inning. His endurance inning is the 9th. Ferguson in the 8th. It's 2-1 Cubs. And here's my man Jim Hickman to lead it off. He has struck out twice by Gaylord. Here's Gaylord now. Wind up and the pitch to Hickman. That's 6-2 right-handed. Fly ball to left, it looks. Yes, it is. And going back is Jim Ray. He's a 4. Oh my. 10-4, can't get it, drops in, and that's going to be a double for Jim Hickman. He didn't strike out that time. So Hickman with a leadoff double here in the top of the 7th. Now Don Young is the batter. Young struck out and flew to right. Okay, Gaylord from the stretch. The pitch to Young. That's 4-10. Right-handed. Grounds it to short for Lanier. He's a 2. That's 14-2. And he throws him out. Hickman holds. Here's Ferguson. Ferguson a 2-NR. The pitch to Ferguson. That's 5-11, right-handed. Grounds it to first for McCovey. He's a 2, 6-2, and he's got it. Takes it to the bag himself, holding Hickman. 2 down for Don Kessinger, who's 0 for 3 today. Grounded to first and grounded to second twice. Clutch situation here for Kessinger. Here's Gaylord now. And the pitch. That's 2-5 right-handed. Fly ball left. And Hart makes it this time. And the side is retired. So it's no runs. The leadoff double by Hickman. This is the 7th inning stretch. And we move to the bottom of the 7th. Both pitchers dueling it out here. It'll be the bottom 3rd, Etheridge, Lanier, and Perry. Bobby Etheridge steps into the batter's box. Okay, Jenkins is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch to Etheridge. That's 5-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Number 8 for Ferguson. He is really on today. Here's Hal Lanier, switch hitter, batting left. Ferguson gets the sign from Heath. He's set, and the pitch. That's 1-9 right-handed, grounds it to short. Kessinger over to Smith, 2 away. And Gaylord comes up. Different game back then, folks. You bet your sweet bippy that Gaylord will hit down by 1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Ferguson now. The pitch to Gaylord. That's 2-2, and he pops it up to second. And Beckert makes the catch. That's a 1-2-3 for Ferguson. And we've gone 7. It's a 2-1 ball game. Isn't that something? Isn't that freaking something? And we're going to head to the top of the 8th. Gaylord, really, he's pitching good baseball too. And that coffee, I hear it. And that means I want to get it. That's what that means. So if you just bear with me, I'm going to go. Ow. I'm going to go get a cup. And we'll continue this ball game. Woo. Looking at our schedule, by the way, there is 1 game left to play on this date, August 16, 1969, and that's the Minnesota Twins at the Washington Senators. The first place Twins, they'll have Jim Cott starting and Dick Bosman for the Senators, and then we'll round out the 16th, and then we'll move on to the 17th. And the 17th is a Sunday, and there are 2 doubleheaders, by the way. San Diego at the Mets, and the Cubs will meet the Giants, these Giants, for a doubleheader on August 17. Okay, I've got the coffee. Gaylord has the ball. He's set, and he's going to face Glenn Becker to lead it off. 2-1 Chicago here. Oh. Oh. Okay, Beckert facing Perry. Here's Perry now. The windup and the pitch to Beckert. 5-6 right-handed, fly ball center, and Mays is under it, 1 away. Here comes Billy Williams. Gaylord into his windup. Here's the pitch to Williams. That's 3-8 right-handed, pops it up to second, and Hunt makes the catch, 2 away. I'll tell you, both of these pitchers, a pleasure to watch. Now the captain, Ron Santo, tripled and scored in the 4th on the base hit by Smith, and he walked twice, once intentionally, left on each time. Here's Perry now. The pitch to Santo. That's 2-10 right-handed, walked him. 3rd time that Santo has drawn a walk today. Now Willie Smith. Smith has singled and struck out twice by Gaylord. Yeah. Okay, Perry. The pitch to Smith. And that's 2-8 right-handed, struck him out, and that's number 8 for Gaylord, side retired. Both pitchers with 8 strikeouts. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. The Giants trail by 1, and Ferguson has been so tough today. He's allowed 1 run and 4 hits, and it's the top of the order. Bobby Bonds leads it off, 0 for 3, reached on an error, stole second, and came home on the double by Hunt for the only run for these Giants. Yeah. Here's Ferguson. The windup, pitch to Bonds. That's 1-7 right-handed. Struck him out. Oh, number 9 for Ferguson. Wow. 1 down. And he strikes out a lot, Bonds, by the way. We knew struck out 187 times. It's like nobody struck out as much as him. Here's Ron Hunt, 1 for 3. Ferguson is ready. Here's the pitch to Hunt. That's 3-5 right-handed, fly ball center. And Young makes the catch, 2 away. Boy, I tell you. Now Willie Mays. Mays 1 for 3. Kathy Harden calls for Ferguson to stay strong. You gotta be careful though. He can throw a tomato every once in a while. Okay, Ferguson, the pitch to Mays. That's 2-7, and that is a liner to third, caught by Santo. Oh, what a beautiful catch to retire the side. Let's look at that again. 2-7 right-handed, single 1 to 4. It was a 5. Beautiful catch, saving a base hit. Another 1-2-3 inning. 10 retired in order by Ferguson. We're heading to the 9th. It's a 2-1 ball game. And that was Ferguson's first endurance inning. He's fresh as a daisy. This is Gaylord's first endurance inning. Here's Bill Heath to lead it off. If you're looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be McCovey, Hart, and Dietz. Big Dick Dietz, who has hit several home runs recently. Okay, Gaylord. The pitch to Heath. That's 1-9 right-handed. Walked him. So Heath is on. Here in the top of the 9th. Now Jim Hickman 1 for 3, doubled, left on in the 7th. Here's Gaylord now. The pitch to Hickman. That's 2-8 right-handed, and that is a fly ball to center. Mays goes back and flags it down. Nice catch by Mays, 1 away. It was a 2-8 double 1-9 caught by Mays in center. One down. And here's Don Young. Heath on first, one down, top of the ninth. Cubs by one. Here's Gaylord now. And the pitch to Young. That's 3-9 right-handed. Struck him out for his ninth of the ball game. Both starters with 9 strikeouts. And now Ferguson comes up. Ferguson 0 for 3. 2 outs. Heath on first. Here's the pitch to Ferguson. And that's 1-5. Struck him out for number 10. And the side is retired. A great performance by Gaylord. I think he's even up for another inning, but we'll see if there is another inning. The Giants trail by 1 run. Ferguson fresh as a daisy in his second endurance inning. And he's got some heavy hitters here. McCovey, Hart, and Dietz. Here comes Stretch McCovey, 37 home runs this season. They need one now. Left-handed hitter, McCovey. Okay, Ferguson is ready. Here's the pitch to McCovey. And that's 1-9 right-handed. Pops it up in a sea of trouble. First base, and Smith makes the catch. 1 away. Oh, my. It was a 1-9 right-handed. Popped it to first. 1 down. Ferguson trying to stay strong here. Now it's Jim Ray Hart. Jim Ray has some power. Dietz on deck. Ferguson into his windup. Here's the pitch to Hart. Now that's 4-8 right-handed, and that is a base hit by Hart. So Hart is on first with 1 out for Dick Dietz. Ken Henderson is coming in to run for Jim Ray Hart. He's a 1 to 15. And he could stay in this ball game. Ken Henderson, a 1 to 15, is now running at first base. Okay, Dick Dietz can win this game with 1 swing. He's got power. And he's hit a few. Look at that. 1 to 8, 1 to 11 is gone. 111, 1 to 14. Jenkins needs to be very, very, very careful. Etheridge on deck. Here's Jenkins from the stretch. And the pitch to Dietz. That's 1-8. Right-handed. Walked him. So Dietz is on. And they're going to have a runner for Dick Dietz. How do you like that? It's going to be Dave Marshall. So the Giants pulling out all the stops here. Bob Barton. I'm telling you, Haller is not available. Not Haller. Who's their regular? Heat. Yeah, we'll go with Heat. We'll go with Barton. Barton would come in if needed. So it's first and second, 1 out. It's getting hairy here. It's Marshall on first. Where the hell is the other guy? Oh, yeah. Marshall on first and Henderson on second. There's Henderson. And Bobby Etheridge is the batter. A right-handed hitter, Jenkins. There is action in the Cubs bullpen, by the way. It's come down to this. Abernathy and Aguirre pitched in the last game. It's Phil Reagan, a right-hander, warming. Phil Reagan. Oh, Kathy Harden, hold on now. Nothing has happened yet. It could be a double play ball. Etheridge steps into the batter's box. First and second, one out. Tying run on first. Here's Ferguson now from the stretch. And the pitch to Etheridge. That's 2-6. And it's a base hit. Hart comes, Henderson comes home. It's a tie ball game. Oh my, and that's it for Ferguson. Ferguson has reached fatigue. Oh my. What a freaking ball game. Etheridge with a big single here. Let's look at that again. 2-6 right-handed. Base hit with 2 asteroids. And Henderson scores. Now the winning run is on third. And Hal Lanier is the batter. My God. That's it for Ferguson. We're going to have a break in the action. As Phil Reagan comes out from the bullpen. Ferguson pitched 8 1/3, never got the second out. It's a tie ball game. Ferguson allowed 3-4, only 5 hits. He walked 2. He struck out 9, and he's allowed 1 run, earned run. Oh, 1 unearned run. And Phil Reagan is the new pitcher for the Cubs. Phil Reagan. It's a 2-2 ball game. Phil Reagan is a right-handed pitcher. And Tito Fuentes is coming in to hit for Hal Lanier. How do you like that, Kathy Harden? You know, I'm not making these substitutions only for the Giants. I would do the same for the Cubs. Tito Fuentes, and he would stay in the game at shortstop. Fuentes steps into the batter's box. Whew! Tito Fuentes facing Reagan. Infield is back for the inning-ending double play. Who would have thought it would come down to this? Tito Fuentes. First and third, 1 out. The winning run is on third base in the name of Dave Marshall. 1-14, but that doesn't mean anything when he's on third. Marshall on third. Etheridge on first, 1 down. Phil Reagan trying to bring this into extra innings. Let's get some coffee here. Let's get some goddamn coffee. Fresh hot coffee here. Okay, folks, who thought it would come down to this? It's been quite a ball game. The Giants have tied the ball game here in the bottom of the 9th. It's first and third, 1 out. Kathy Harden is here. I am here. And it's Tito Fuentes hitting for Hal Lanier. Okay, Reagan is ready. The infield is back for the game, inning-ending double play that would send it into extras. Here's Reagan now. The pitch to Fuentes. 6-7, left-handed, fly ball center. That's deep enough for Marshall to tag, and the ball game is over. Oh, what a fucking game. I'm so sorry, Kathy. 2 runs for the Giants in the bottom of the ninth, and the final score, San Francisco Giants 3, Chicago Cubs 2. The Giants have stolen this ball game. Let's look at that again, please. It was a 6-7 thrown by Reagan. Switch hitter batting left with Fuentes, fly ball center B. So from third he tags, and the ball game is over, and Marshall came home. What a game. Gaylord gets the win. His 17th of the season. He went all the frickin' way, Kathy Harden. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. He struck out 10. How do you like that? 10 Cubs he struck out. He walked 4. One of them, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of them intentionally. And he allowed 2 runs. Jenkins allowed 2 earned runs and 1 unearned. He was responsible for Marshall. It was a lousy loss for the Cubs and a great win for the Giants, who are now 2 games behind the Atlanta Braves. Jenkins gets the loss. Reagan pitched 1/3 of an inning, and he did what he didn't want to do. It was a fly ball deep enough to center, and Young couldn't catch Marshall coming home. The final line, Giants 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Cubs 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. That was a ball game. And I'm going to give the star of the game to Gaylord. Kathy, I am sorry, Kathy Harden. That's all I can say. I am very, very sorry. They stole this ball game with 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth. It was really something, folks. McCovey led off, popped to first. Hart singled. Dietz walked. Etheridge singled, bringing home Hart. And then it was first and third, 1 down, and Tito Fuentes. And by the way, Lanier's also a left-handed switch hitter, so he would have done the same thing, but it wouldn't have been the same role. So there's the final roll of the ball game. Kathy Harden, you have a good morning, and we'll hope better next time. Okay? We'll hope better next time. Take care. You take care.